Welcome to Exam Sale. In this video we'll explore the syllabus of Microsoft's developing solutions for Microsoft Azure exam. This exam is designed to assess the skills and knowledge needed to develop solutions for Microsoft Azure. The exam consists of 5 domains, each covering a specific area of Azure development. The domains are weighted as follows: develop Azure Compute Solutions at 30%, implement Azure Security at 20%, connect to and consume Azure services and third-party services at 20%, develop for Azure Storage at 15%, and monitor, troubleshoot, and optimize Azure solutions at 15%. Let's start with the first domain, develop Azure Compute Solutions, which accounts for 30% of the exam. This domain focuses on implementing IaaS and PaaS solutions including app services, functions, and containerized applications. You'll learn to implement Azure App Service web apps, configure diagnostics logging and streaming, deploy code to app service, and configure settings including connection strings and certificates. In this domain, you'll also learn about implementing Azure Functions, creating and configuring function apps, implementing input and output bindings, function triggers by using data operations and timers, and durable functions for stateful workflows. Additionally, you'll learn about implementing containerized solutions, creating and managing container images in Azure Container Registry, running containers by using Azure Container Instances, and configuring container app environment and scaling. The second domain, implement Azure Security, accounts for 20% of the exam and focuses on managing identities, authentication, and secure access to cloud resources and secrets. You'll learn to implement user authentication and authorization, authenticate users by using Microsoft Entra ID, implement shared access signatures, SAS for storage access, and configure application registration and permissions. In this domain, you'll also learn about implementing secure cloud solutions, managing keys, secrets, and certificates using Azure Key Vault, implementing managed identities for Azure resources, securing application configuration using Azure App Configuration, and encrypting data at rest and in transit. Moving on to the third domain, connect to and consume Azure services and third-party services, which accounts for 20% of the exam. This domain focuses on developing event-based and message-based integration patterns and API management. You'll learn to implement API management, define API policies for transformation and throttling, configure authentication for APIs, and manage API versions and revisions. In this domain, you'll also learn about developing event-based solutions, implementing solutions that use Azure Event Grid, configuring Event Grid subscriptions and filters, and handling event processing using Event Processor Host. Additionally, you'll learn about developing message-based solutions, implementing solutions that use Azure Service Bus, configuring Service Bus queues, topics, and subscriptions, and handling message sessions and dead lettering.